Chapter 6 Michael's Glasses. On Tuesday, June 8th, at breakfast, Michael noticed that his feet stunk. He took off his shoes to burn them. He doesn't wear socks. He put on sandals. Sophie poured mayo all over herself and used a cardboard box to make a cone because she wants to be a vanilla ice cream. Michael said, "Wow. That's the biggest ice cream I've ever seen." Dad walked away from Sophie because she is being silly. Daniela in her high chair was fed mashed refried beans, but she spit them out. The dog lapped it up. Dad is writing a recipe to make better refried beans. At the bus driver was angry at all the kids getting on the bus. "Why is this my job?" he asked himself. Tom sat by Michael. Michael is confused on this book about clams. Tom is car sick. Before walking inside school, Michael used a magnifying glass on his eyes so they can become bigger than Tom's head. Tom said, "Wow. Those are some giant eyes." Melissa is scared of a mailbox. Michael and Tom are staring strangely at Melissa. The old lady is thinking that the bush will taste great. At recess, at 10 a.m., Ralph farted. Sarah held her nose. Melissa gagged. Tom spun a basketball with his finger, but it fell off and landed on Sarah's foot. At 10:30 a.m., after recess, Mrs. Sweeney was going to make the class watch an educational video, but during recess, 15 minutes ago, Melissa sneaked into the teacher's lounge before the teacher got there and she put sleeping pills in her breakfast sandwich. Now the teacher snoozed away. Melissa took out the educational VHS and put in a violent movie called Baltisaurus the Hideous Monster. Melissa talked too much during the video. After 10 minutes, Melissa sneaked into the principal's office when he was on break and said over the intercom, "All classes get 30 minutes of recess." The kids from all grades knocked over the teachers and played on the big toy. 5 minutes later, the principal told everyone to return to their classes. The principal woke up Mrs. Sweeney. For the punishment, Mrs. Sweeney made the class do silent reading until lunch. After lunch, Michael fell asleep during math and had a dream that his family was eating chicken for dinner, but the chicken came to life and ate everyone in the family. At 1:30 p.m. Michael woke up when it was gym class and they had basketball. Michael tried to shoot the ball into the hoop, but he missed and it hit Melissa in the face. The gym teacher said that this was basketball, not dodgeball, and made Michael do 20 jumping jacks. After PE, Michael was called to go to the principal's office. His mom was there with Sophie. Dad was at home with Daniela. Michael had to go to the eye doctor. The eye doctor told Michael to shush after he said that he didn't want glasses. Michael chose a pair, then was brought back to school. All the kids made fun of Michael because he was wearing glasses. Melissa called Michael a nerd and broke up with him. Betty drew a picture of Michael looking dorky in his new glasses. After a long, hard day of school, at 3 p.m. it was time to go home. The students laughed at Michael on the bus. Michael decided to walk home, but he could still hear the laughter in the distance. Michael decided to take the long way home, through some thorn bushes. At 3:50 p.m., he got to the doorstep all bloody, sweaty, and his clothes were slightly torn. Michael walked in. Daniela was napping. Mom said, "Michael, why are you late and what happened to you?" Michael said, "It's a long story, Mom." As Michael walked towards the stairs, his glasses fell off his face, but he didn't care. Michael washed up, changed and played Revenge of Evil Myciala on his DS. There are 5 levels, like a group home simulator, and once trusted enough he has to defeat the evil Myciala and run away to his virtual girlfriend. He can also customize his and his girlfriend's appearance. He made her look like Melissa. As he was about to defeat the evil Myciala, Mom yelled dinner. Michael went to the bathroom to wash his hands. Sophie was already washing hers. But she didn't really wash hers well, she just made a huge mess by blowing bubbles with her hand. Then she left and Michael washed his hands. Michael had to sit in the kind of broken chair. For dinner was macaroni and cheese, hot dogs, and milk. He thought it looked gross. He took a bite. It was gross. He ate it, though. After dinner, as Mom went upstairs to use the bathroom, she stepped on Michael's glasses. Thankfully, they didn't break. Mom yelled at Michael for not picking up after himself. Sophie laughed because Michael got scolded by Mom. Michael said, "Shut up, Sophie." He punched her. Mom yelled, "Michael, go to your room for the rest of the night. And if I find out that your homework isn't done by 8:30 p.m., your bedtime, then I'll strip your room." Michael stomped up the stairs, went to his room with his glasses and slammed the door. He rushed through his homework. At 8:25 p.m. he was done with his homework. Michael decided he was going to run away. He packed up his stuff in his backpack and in his suitcase. He waited 2 hours for everyone to fall asleep. He had his watch on. At 9 p.m. he was all packed. At 10:25 p.m. he came out of his room. His parents' door was open. So was his sister's. He peeked into his parents' room. They were both snoring. He tiptoed down the hall to his sister's room. They both appeared to be asleep. Michael tiptoed down the stairs and went out the door. He walked a distance to a park. He slept under a bridge next to a creek. He had a dream that his parents were nice to him and there was no Sophie or Daniela. At 8 a.m. he woke up abruptly by a police officer. He said Michael's mom called the cops because she was worried that Michael was kidnapped. The officer took Michael to school with his things. Michael went to the principal's office. His parents were on the phone. Mom said she was sorry for getting mad yesterday. She's unpunishing Michael and she's glad he is okay. Dad said he loved Michael in the background. Sophie was handed the phone. Even she misses Michael because she needs a playdate. Michael decided to come home. The officer dropped Michael's things off at his house. The class apologized for making fun of Michael yesterday. The whole class went on a field trip to the state fair. After looking at some things, they went to the food court to eat corn dogs, curly fries, and soda. They posed for a picture. Michael wore his glasses. Michael sat by Melissa. They are together now. The teacher said, "Ready yet?" Melissa said, "Not yet. First I need to apply some lip gloss." She did and puckered up. Everyone was ready and there was a group picture taken on selfie mode. Michael and Melissa rode the roller coaster on the front seat and Michael didn't wear his glasses on the ride. But after the ride, he put them on. After school, Michael did his schedule, then at dinner time, Michael washed his hands first and then Sophie, who didn't make a mess. Today, Mom bought a new chair and Dad threw out the old one. Michael got to sit in the new chair. For dinner was 3 tacos, rice, refried beans, and pop. It was super delicious. After dinner they did their schedule, then at 8:30 p.m., Mom came in Michael's room. Michael stared at the ceiling. Mom asked Michael if he is staying for good, which Michael said yes. She turned off the light and left. Sophie hopped onto Michael to taste his glasses. Mom took Sophie back to her room and everyone fell asleep at 9 p.m.